Are you tired of turning tiny disagreements into major battles? Maybe it starts with something small, a forgotten chore, a misunderstood text, or a difference in opinion about what to have for dinner. Suddenly, what should have been a simple conversation spirals into a full-blown argument, leaving both people feeling frustrated and misunderstood. Let's talk about why being right can sometimes go so wrong, especially in our closest relationships. Why do we feel this urge to win, even when it's with someone we care about? And why does winning the argument so often feel like losing something much bigger? Picture this. You and your partner are arguing over something silly, like who left the milk out. It seems trivial, but suddenly, it's not about the milk anymore. It's about who's responsible, who's paying attention, who cares more. The argument escalates, voices rise, and before you know it, you're both defending your positions as if your dignity depends on it. You prove your point. You're totally right. Maybe you even have evidence, the empty milk carton, the timestamp on the fridge camera, the text message. But now, the vibe's awkward, the room feels colder, your partner looks hurt, maybe even humiliated. You've won the argument, but at what cost? You might have won, but did you really? That sense of victory is fleeting, and what lingers is a sense of distance. The person you love most now feels like an opponent, not a teammate. And deep down, you might even feel a little regretful, wishing you'd handled things differently. Think about it. Is being right more important than being close? In the heat of the moment, it can feel like proving your point is everything. But when the dust settles, what matters more, being right or being connected? Every time you push to win, you push your partner a little further away. It's like building a wall, one brick at a time, with every argument you insist on winning. Over time, those walls can become hard to break down. No one likes feeling defeated, especially by someone they love. When you win an argument, your partner might feel small, unheard, or even resentful. And that feeling can linger, making it harder to trust, to open up, or to feel safe in the relationship. So why do we do it? Why do we feel compelled to win, even when it hurts the relationship? Sometimes it's about pride. We don't want to look weak or admit we're wrong. Other times it's about fear. Fear that if we give in, we'll be taken advantage of, or that our needs won't matter. In some cases, it's about old habits. Maybe you grew up in a family where arguments were about survival, where being right meant being safe. Or maybe you've been in relationships where your voice wasn't heard, so now you fight to make sure it is, even if it means pushing your partner away. Real-life scenario. Imagine a couple out to dinner. One person insists they made the reservation, the other says they did. The argument gets heated, and soon, it's not about the reservation at all. It's about who's more responsible, who cares more about the relationship. The evening is ruined, not because of the reservation, but because both people felt the need to win, or think about friends working on a project together. One insists their idea is best, refusing to listen to others. The group dynamic suffers, and the friendship is strained. Winning the argument might feel good in the moment, but the cost is real. Therapists often see couples who come in not because of one big issue, but because of 1,000 little arguments that have built up over time. Each person wants to be heard, to be right, to not feel weak. But in the process, they lose sight of what brought them together in the first place. So what's the fix? Next time, try listening more than you talk. Really listen, not just to the words, but to the feelings behind them. Ask yourself, what's my partner really trying to say? What do they need right now? Pause before you respond. Take a breath. Ask yourself, is this worth it? Is winning this argument more important than my relationship? Sometimes the answer is no. Sometimes letting go is the biggest win of all. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you value your connection more than your ego. It means you're choosing love over pride. Apologizing, admitting you were wrong, or simply agreeing to disagree can be powerful. It shows your partner that you care more about them than about being right. It builds trust, respect, and intimacy. Winning arguments might feel good for a moment, but keeping your connection strong, that lasts way longer. The laughter, the inside jokes, the feeling of being truly seen and understood. Those are the things that make relationships worth fighting for. Choose your battles. Not every disagreement needs to be a war. Sometimes it's okay to let the small stuff go. Remember, love isn't about keeping score. It's about building something together, day by day. The next time you find yourself in an argument, ask yourself, do I want to win or do I want us to win? Because in the end, the real victory is a relationship where both people feel valued, respected, and loved. It's about being on the same team. When you choose connection over competition, you both win. And that's the kind of victory that lasts a lifetime.